Hello, welcome to my factory. This is Factorio today, and I'm going to do a tour of one of my factories. This is my very first world from when I first started the game. And this is World A. So here we go. Has about 80 something hours in it. And this is a world without mods, as would probably be expected on the very first world. Anyway, so I'm going to start over here. So this area is around the beginning where a lot of stuff was done. And this has the power plants, which are steam engines with boilers. And there's a deconstruction planner. Yes, so I have all these steam engines here. They aren't running anymore because I've upgraded to other forms of power since I first started playing. Okay, so there's a few things going on here. So I have already launched a rocket on this world. I've played this through to its initial completion, which is not to say that it's very far. And this is a dense forest, but there is the rocket, and it has launched one rocket so far. So yeah, this is just when I learned the game. I think I'm just going to have to zoom out some. Let me look at the map. So I've walled off some of these areas with lasers. And this would be the central factory right here. And then I have a few outposts for some oil and copper mines. This is just a defense outpost. Let's run along some more so we don't see too much just with the map, but we can actually look at it here. Here's another combat outpost. Now this is walled in, so this doesn't really matter that much, but it is getting some good data for this radar. Yeah, it's just a radar. That's it. And here's some earlier walled in areas, back when I still used gun turrets instead of laser turrets. Here's where I make cement, concrete, for the rocket and for other things such as running. Here is where I made the yellow science, the utility science packs. This is mostly using drones. It has a need for blue chips or processing units. Everything else it has more than enough of, such as the flying robot frames and the low density structures, though it really needs more of these. Nowadays I'd do. I'd make sure at least that it has a full row, probably. And these two are busy, so, they stay busy enough, it looks like. And here's a third that started up, but really it would need more processing units. Here's where apparently I made a drone production area with plenty of extra drones. And this makes the boxes. So these boxes can provide me anything I want. And here I have all the requests for various materials and stuff. Apparently I always want at least 50 drones. I think that's just so I was able to expand. That's been a long time, so some of this I don't always know. Here's production for exoskeletons. So let's check out the armor. So I have 5 exoskeletons, 6 lasers, a portable fusion reactor, and 2 personal roboports, Mark II, MK2, and 3 portable solar panels, belt immunity, and 4 batteries. And I have some backup portable fusion reactors, which that is so I can recharge my batteries after combat. Now, I sort of tried a different setup, but also I had this. This looks like it doesn't really do anything big. So this switch doesn't really work. It must have just been used for whatever. This is to build the nuclear reactors, which I do not need to build any more nuclear reactors because I have what I need, and this is to build more rocket silos, which I also don't need more, so I must have disabled or something processing unit. Oh, I took away this, so we could take these processing units out and use them for something. I've got assembly machine for the RoboPort Mark II, and I've got this is for speed modules. Yep, Mark 1. Well, it's just a speed module. And yeah, so I'll take a look at the research tree. So we have not done any of the wide science yet, and there are still numerous things left that I could research that do not yet require wide science, such as this, or mining productivity 3. That would be very useful. And here is some copper coming in. Now this is a newer development, this copper. This looks like I was building sort of just, a lot of copper. It looks like I was contemplating the idea of a bus. There's sort of like a copper and iron bus right here. This copper is running very low. This needs the supply from that other copper. So I had a lot of new ideas of stuff to improve, and I hadn't done it yet. Here's a sort of larger form of dragon teeth as an exit entrance for the base. But I want to go check out the copper ore. Okay, here it is. It's right here. Okay, so it mines our copper ore right here. And there's 274,000 remaining. And, this one's clear, this one's clear. I have to resist the urge to touch these things up as I'm doing this tour because, I want to get to work and I want to start making improvements. Anyway, so it has 3 different belts with uneven lanes, and then this is how back then apparently I merged the 3 belts is by using a 4-way splitter. And it goes over here, and then it has this smelter which is greatly underutilized. Just 8 here going in 8 here, and then everything else is clear. And then it merges them, and it tries to keep the belts balanced, but all it ends up doing is putting too many on the right side of the belt. So I don't think I really understood the concept of lane balancing back then. And then so we just have all these with too much on the right or the left side moving forward, and then it goes over here, and this is supposedly what's supplying anything that needs it to the logistics network, and this also. And then whatever's left goes here for copper wire production. And then that's for green chips. So really the green chips, yeah, there's not even one full stack over there. So more on that is definitely needed. And let me guess, this one's copper plates, which there's not nearly enough of. Yeah, I love looking at the old factories. I'm really glad I kept all of my factories. So here, and I have the productivity module, so hey, at least this can make up for some of the loss, not enough materials. And we have way more than enough iron plates, but not nearly enough of the copper plates. And then, yep, not even one stack of those, but that's okay. So this is what I'm trying to do, the ratio stuff, And here, this is building this. Is there enough power? Wow, it is using the full capacity. That means, or is it just charging this up? Okay, it's charging. Let's see, I think it's charging. Or is it discharging? Oh, oh, look at that, it's actually discharging. Okay. Here you can see daytime, nighttime balance. And this is disconnected. And this is disconnected, is it? Yep, that's disconnected also. So all this is, oh, okay, this is its own 1.4 megawatts. And now it's going back up because daytime is starting. And then over here, Okay, it has more than enough. So these are on separate networks. And I'm not exactly sure why. Okay, now it's built up. And what is consuming here? Just a roboport, some lights, and a stack inserter. Nice. Really? What stack inserter is that? What stack inserter is that? Oh, it's this one right here. It's powering that stack inserter. Nice. One stack inserter. Right. Right here. Okay. Then we've got some more solar power right here, which looks again to be disconnected. It's at 140 megajoules, which is not being used at all. This must have been a time when I was defeated or something. It's a buffer chest. Yeah, this must be trying to figure that out. There's not enough rockets. Logistics towards -12, so there's not enough of those. And here's, an attempt at distributing bullets here and stuff before I used more lasers and everything. I'm gonna go take a look at... Okay, so here's some iron smelting that's underutilized. So I would suppose that what happened is there used to be an iron ore patch right here. And then as that was consumed, then this stopped being used. But now, I reuse my smelting units or whatever, But back then I didn't do that. Okay, so here's where we make the LDS. And then one production unit for the yellow science. One production unit for blue chips. This one has a lack of red chips. I remember putting a lot of focus into building the red chip thing. It was tough back then. I remember that was one of the first little challenges. Here's some smelting of ores, which this is being underused. I mean, nothing is using that. Nothing is smelting that. So this is not really doing much. But yeah, this is not the original setup that I built. This is a later version of this setup. So what it's lacking is the green chips. And I can make this... It's just so tempting to want to play this and upgrade everything right away. Here's some walls to manufacture walls. Gears. Looks like gear production is going fine. Anyway, so this iron comes in, which there's not that much iron. But thankfully, it looks like there's enough. They're quite busy over there. There's more than enough for all of these gears. So the gears don't have any problem. And really, these are the only two going. These are the ones that need the productivity modules. And they're the only ones that don't have full. So this one is the most active. Doesn't have any. And then this one only has one. So that's not cool. Anyway, making yellow inserters here. And then we've got our green science production over there. Here are my research labs. And apparently I only had 15. But, not really using them all that much. So I don't think it really matters. I could upgrade those there. Here's some belts. Looks like belts are fine. But yeah, here's the malls. Productivity modules. So those are completely empty. And then here's productivity module 3. There are 0 of those. And apparently I'm requesting 50. I only have 13. So it's working on that. And here's my inserters. We have 5 stacks. And there's a green inserter, blue inserter, red. So, ones I'm using lead. Anyway. And then gears and copper wires, or copper cable. And RCUs. Some low quality ammo. And then higher quality ammo. And then a place to make the blue belts and everything. So that's good. I seem to be full on blue belts, but let's look where the request is for blue belts. So it says there's 1,700 in storage, 500 of those, 63 of those. So we do not have too much of the blue splitters. And then here's the lasers. Now here's where it's making rockets. And it's taking these rockets somewhere. So let's see. Let's follow this drone. and see where is it taking rockets. Okay, it's going across the pond. That's refueling. These are all taking rockets too. I wonder if there's a spider over there. Okay, I have to go around here and catch up. Okay, catching up. Yep, going to the spider. So it has requested a lot. Logistics. Okay, 1,000 of the red ones, 4,000 of the green ones, and it has 3,400. So it's going to be a while. Anyway, maybe I will drive around Spider. Okay, so I'll drive around Spider and do some more of the tour. I think I just want to run around. Oh, I do like they are being effective at delivering everything. There we go. Now, I remember the first part where I really got intimidated was the oil situation. That was tough. And at the beginning, it's not actually that tough, but the idea of the pipes and everything, it sort of seemed intimidating. So let's see. Let's follow where this crude oil is coming from. Okay, so here is this oil well. And if you look here, we've got 201% still. So it looks like there's not much of a problem getting it. So I don't think it was well, okay. I was going to say the supply wasn't the issue, but apparently it is. So it's processing the oil, doing the refinement. And I had these containers, which there's an overabundance of this, so of petroleum. And then there's not very much of the heavy gas. So that must mean there's not much cracking going on. Or can you crack in that direction? I forgot. I think it's just heavy to light and then light to petroleum, maybe? But the problem is taking the heavy oil. Yes. Oh, there actually is a... Okay, so if the heavy oil is greater than that, then allow. But right now it's disabled. Oh, so I don't remember doing this when I first played. Definitely didn't use any circuit logic back then. So it's probably more of something I came in and added in a different playthrough. And then this has stopped for some reason. Oh, okay. Because it can make solid fuel out of heavy oil, and I didn't want to do that. Now this is creating... Okay, so what it's doing is this is creating the lubricant from the heavy oil. So that's probably why the heavy oil is being gone so quickly. Is this working? We really need to not be doing that. Doesn't look like it is. Okay, good. But we need something that can consume petroleum, because the petroleum, it looks like, oh, it's just getting shortage of the oil. So there's not an imbalance problem. But anyway, oh yeah, so we're making plastic. So yeah, that's great. And we've got a supply of coal coming in. So here's the old coal power plant set up. We've got the old coal power plant set up. And the coal would come in from up here. And I have finally upgraded. So here's the coal supply, which is not very much. It's coming from imbalanced lanes. And then this is just what's supplying everything. So it's using bots to do it. And with the bots, we have over 1,200 free, so I don't really know what the holdup is, unless it's just not requesting enough for the plastic. Let me go take a look at that. Okay, so it wants 1,000, and it has nearly 1,000. So, okay, never mind. So really, there's not much of a holdup here. It's just some of them are full. So we're full on plastic, so that's not the problem. It's because of the green chip supplies why red chips are not being produced fast enough. Anyway, then I built a bunch of these accumulator setups. And I don't really know if these, what they're doing. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so 46 megawatts, and then for steam turbines, 87. So, yeah. It does look like these might be being used because, yeah. So I could turn off a switch and check. But I don't want to edit this yet. And then I have a bunch of items in here. Okay, nice. I have a buffer chest in case I want to work on more stuff over here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we'll take a look at an outpost now. I'll go over, actually, before I take a look at the outpost, I want to go over one more area. And there's this coal. I'd like to see where that's coming from. And it's imbalanced, so let's see. Would it be hard to balance that? Not at all. But yeah, so this is basically stuck and only this one is functioning. So it's going to be completely imbalanced in its depletion. But it'd be really easy to fix that. Really, really easy to fix that. And I'll probably do this. There's a lot of stuff. That would be really fun to deplete. Okay, so now back to the main area. And we're going to check in. So we've got this oil here. I think this is the first oil that I ever got. And this is bringing sulfur. Is that sulfur? Sulfuric acid down there. Okay, that's to mine the uranium. Okay, so then we have our centrifuges. And this is turned off for some reason. Not sure why that's turned off. What goes on there? Oh, what is? And everything just circles back again. So this is not functional. A lot of, I'd build stuff and then when I upgrade stuff, I didn't, maintain everything. But anyway, all right, here we are with our nuclear reactors and the steam turbines. They're going quite nicely. Looks like we have enough steam. Nothing's being depleted. Each 12 of them here, 14 of them here. So yeah, we have more than enough here. Everything is going great here. Nothing is really consuming. Nothing's taking the used up cells. That needs to be addressed. Because that's sort of a ticking thing. And then there are a lot of laser turrets here to defend against potentials. And this used to be Biter Nest. A lot of that stuff over here. And we have more oil being accumulated here. And this is not connected to anything. So we have plenty of crude oil that we are not using. But it's set up to use later. And then a bunch of defense turrets. So I want to follow along and go to the copper mines and see what's going on over there. Alright, so here we have the coal mines, which we checked out, and it has the laser turrets and a few regular turrets as backups. And this is a very inefficient setup. I'll fix it later. And then I have that to indicate there's a path. We've got all this. Now over here, I was working on developing these city blocks, copying from Nilau's video. Also here, I was trying to align train tracks properly, to get everything to work well. And this was a proposed city block. And then here's another one that is sort of touched up a little bit. Here is a defense outpost with some empty boxes. And a radar. So yeah, some of the radars I would build defense outpost. And there's something to the southwest over here that we'll check out. Let's see, here's a defense outpost with bullets. And it looks like I just came here and just set some bullets in this box and then let it distribute them. So that might be an older defense outpost. Here is another oil field, and it has a lot of oil in this system. There's over 600,000, over 500,000 oil here with tons of turrets ready. So I put these pathways here to indicate where the pipes are leading, which I kind of like that idea. And then this is going up here, but is it properly refining it? Hopefully. Yep, and then here's another oil field. with plenty of oil here too. I mean, way more than enough. Way more than enough. That's not being used at all. And then we're going to go north. This is the farthest west outpost. And we're going to go north and check out this system. Okay, up here, this is the copper mining location. And these were made to distribute copper, I guess. But that didn't really happen. And then here's the copper mines. And yep, again, some of these are imbalanced. But okay, so it goes from the copper mines with these 4 things, though this one on the far left, these mining drills are all depleted. And here are these smelters. Okay, and these are just smelting things. And again, it's all imbalanced, but I guess that's because of where we're moving it. But I would like to make that balanced. So all of these on the west are being underutilized. See, each of these is missing 5. Each of these has 5 smelters that are inactive. And then we have the others that are active, you know. So we've got 11, I guess, active each side. Okay. So, you know, if we could just balance this out, that'd really improve things. Because it really can't. This right side, the C side, actually cannot handle that amount. Which is crazy, because these are just sitting. These are like in a traffic jam. These are overloaded. These are underloaded, you know, because it's imbalanced. Now, depending on if we're producing more or consuming more, eventually it will back up. All right. So let's see. Okay, so right here, we've got this 4-way splitter that's merging this stuff. So now these 2 are correct, or these 2 are filled in, and then these 2 are insufficient. Okay, so it's being used here, though thankfully none of it is actually leading to not enough over here. So here it looks like this is making green chips about as fast as it can go. It's the other areas that don't have enough green chips. This is making more than enough copper cables. I mean, and these are just completely full, so that's not even an issue. Anyway, so let's check out. Everything has been inspected over here. Let's want to go to this outpost over here, the crude oil outpost. Well, here's where I was doing some more building. And yeah, this is 1 copper cable to 6 of the red chips, which are called advanced circuits. And here's blue science, which does not have enough red chips. Yep. And then there's a red chip on the floor, literally. And I was testing something with this. I was trying to figure out. I think I was just trying to test that switch. You know. Okay, let's go check out that outpost to the northwest. And this doesn't have any gates. Definitely need a gate to get through. But once you get spiders, you just walk over all of it. This area is, we don't really have much defense here. This could be attacked. Is this working? Yep, it's all working. Okay. And then something goes over here. Okay. That's just a radar out in the corner there. Now here's a double wall with an oil well. Another oil well. I got a lot of oil wells and did not use them. And here's artillery turret. 5 with no resupply setup. It has got 0 kills. There was another artillery turret that does have some kills. That's not shown. Okay, everything's still working there. And then this is the final big electric pole over here to have power. And then we don't really have anything else going this way. And there's the last radar to the north on that side. Now I'll go look at some of the outposts to the east and hopefully not get attacked while I'm crossing over this undefended area. This is a fun level. I really like this. And no mods, it's kind of nice. I would like to see the original of it, though. And now let's take a look at this defense wall. So here's all of the defenses blocking this area. So that's pretty useful. All of these 0 kills, so apparently it hasn't been needed. Let's take a look at the pollution, actually. Okay, so I've destroyed every nest within range of pollution for now, But they will be back. They will be back if I do not add more. And one moment. Okay. So, that's where the defense wall ends. Now here is, I think this is our primary input of iron. Yes, this is the primary set of iron belts, which we need more, and it's not even imbalanced. There's no traffic jams here. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So apparently I had these scheduled to upgrade from yellow inserters to blue inserters. All to fast inserters, and these do not have enough. So what is really lacking is iron ore. So even though this ore field is very large, it's not actually enough to fund even 2 full blue belts, which is pretty crazy. I mean, look at this. That is crazy. Well, it's this is where the lack is, not in this. All that smelting, but yeah. So we need more. This one's depleted. Not too many are depleted. There are no traffic jams, and there's still not enough. So, more iron ore mines are needed. Anyway, so let's go check out this outpost. I think this is just a combat outpost. Yeah, a combat radar outpost. Oh, and something was damaged. So this one has 3 kills, so it's been doing some fighting. Or, who knows? That damage could be ancient. I love wandering around in the wilderness in Factorio. Love it so much. Just running through the landscape. Okay, so here is our stone. Our stone mines. And, there's not much to be said about that. There's a place that creates bricks somewhere. Tyler B. Okay, and there's the belts, and here's a radar outpost. And then that goes in here, and here is where the bricks are created. Great. And that's all the outposts that there are on this world. Alright, so that is a tour of this world, and more solar stuff that is unused. Anyway, so here we are, and going back to the beginning, that's about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like that and you want to see some more gaming stuff. I'll probably upload some more Factorio, especially this year as more updates come out and everything. Anyway, thanks for checking out my very first factory tour. And later I might upload a tour of some of the newer factories and some other things. Anyway, I'll see you around. Have a good one.